on my account.
All right. Okay. So what's happened? Sorry.
They tried about 5 minutes ago. Oops. So I got a text message saying to me, thanks for registering for online banking, and then I got an email telling me thanks for registering for online banking, and then I got another text message giving me the 4 or the 6-digit code, whatever you send, um, which I didn't ask for, and I didn't register for online banking. And then, less than a minute after I got the text, because I got the text giving me the code, and I know exactly that that is a scam because I haven't done it. So I'm straight on the phone to you. As I'm on the phone to you, the scammer is calling me. So I quickly recorded the phone call, and it didn't last for long. And the scammer put the phone down on me. So you will have a record there of an attempt to register for online banking not 15 minutes ago.
Okay. So one of the best thing for me to do, it will be to get your call across over to our account takeovers team, so you can speak to them directly, so they can secure your account and make sure nothing happens to it, and just make sure your money is safe and secure.
Okay. What is?
Right. So if you hold the line,
Yeah.
I will transfer your call over to them for you.
Welcome to the fraud team. Your call is important to us. In order to proceed with your call, we need you to have your 16-digit card number or account details to hand.
Again?
If you have this ready, please press 1 to continue.
It's no wonder there's so much
Please
fraud.
enter your 16-digit debit card number now. Calls may be recorded for training or monitoring purposes. All our agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible.
We will continue to hold. Let's get that light out of the corner.
Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Centre, which can be found by visiting our website.
So now we just got to wait for the NatWest to put me through to the right department where there is somebody available to take the call.
We apologise for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as soon
Good job
as
it's
possible.
not an emergency.
Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date.
Imagine if I'd actually been scammed, and like if somebody had been scammed, maybe they've been scammed out of a couple of grand or something, they're pulling their hair out trying to get through to the bank, and the bank's just taken all day to answer. When it goes through to the scam line, it should be answered immediately.
All our agents are busy
All our
helping other
agents are
customers.
busy helping other
Please
customers.
continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible.
So I wonder if that's saying that there's so many scams going on at the moment that there just ain't nobody there to answer the phone. They're so busy. The more technology we have,
Thank you for continuing
the
to
worse
hold.
these things get.
For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Centre, which can be found by visiting our website.
Never had these problems 30 years ago.
We apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as soon as possible. Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date.
I mean, as there apps that can tell you what numbers you typed by the tones. Do you know what, Liam? I did wonder that as I was typing it.
Busy helping other customers.
I thought,
Please
it did cross my mind,
hold, and
funny
we'll
enough.
answer your call as soon
How the
as
devil are you? I hope you had a good Christmas. How do we get that off? Oh, yeah. Live chat. So why isn't it showing all of the live chat then? Oh, it should like that.
Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Centre, which can be found by visiting
Lonely,
our
but okay.
website.
Sorry to hear that, mate. Should have sent me a text. We could have had a phone call. I'd have cheered you up a bit. I'd have put my Christmas hat on. Pretended to be Father Christmas or
We
something.
apologise for the delay in answering your call. One
To
of
be
our
honest, I had a
advisors
really
will be
quiet
with you
Christmas.
as soon as possible. Please
And
make sure your contact details, including your email address,
I
are
couldn't
up
have
to
wanted
date.
better than that. Just wanted a quiet Christmas. After the last few years, what with my dad dying in 2018, and that was in the November, so that Christmas was knackered. And then the bullying started in the December,
Good
January.
afternoon. Thank you for your patience with Daniel in the NatWest Group Fraud Department. If we could just start by confirming your 16-digit debit card number, please.
Hang on 1 second.
Yep, no problem.
Ian Paul Lambert.
And your date of birth, Ian, please.
So, not 15 minutes ago, somebody tried to set up telephone banking on my account. You should have that on your computer screen somewhere.
Yep, so I could say roughly about 5:45. Looks like
Yeah.
there's been an enrolment for mobile banking, for online banking.
That's it. And that was not by me. I was then sent a text message telling me that I've just enrolled for telephone banking, and
Yep.
it was also giving me an email telling me I've enrolled for telephone banking, and then I got the text message with the secure code that you need for it that you mustn't give to anybody, right?
Right.
And then after that, after those 3 communications from the bank, I decided I would phone you up very swiftly. So straight away I'm on the phone to you. Whilst the phone is ringing, which I had to put the phone down, the scammer phoned me.
Yeah.
Now what I'm finding a bit incredulous is normally these things happen with a phone call from the scammer first, and then you get the text messages and the emails telling you you've signed up for a service and can you have the secure code. But this was reversed. I'm getting all of that first, and then after I get all of that, then the scammer rings me up.
Yeah. So
Uh,
basically, you're saying it should be the other way around, so the scammer would ring you up, impersonating the bank, saying you need to do all this. whereas
Absolutely,
in your scenario-
that's generally the rule of thumb as to how the scammers work. They phone you up, they get your details, and at that point they start trying to, you know, do whatever they're trying to do, and then you get the text message with the code, and they get the code off you. Now I've been caught like that before, and I've been caught like that on the NatWest, and I've lost money out of my account, money that you people refuse to give me back. So I take this really seriously now, so seriously it's unbelievable. And the first question I've got for you is, how on earth can somebody do that before they phone me if they're not an employee of the bank?
Yeah.
And
Have you?
second, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll be able to get this secured today. And I have got a site here as well, which you can sign up to, which does basically say around identity fraud.
You've got a what that I can sign up to? Sorry.
It's a website. It's spelled as Cyphas. Don't know if you've ever heard that before.
No.
It's like an organisation basically aimed at identity fraud. So if you sign up to Cyphas, what they do is they'll make a log of what's happened, and they'll basically in the future, if anything like this is attempted again, whether it be something taken out in your name or anything like that, there is a due diligence in place and extra checks to ensure that it is definitely yourself who's trying to do that, and it's not someone like the scammer today who, you know, is basically doing it in your name. Now I can see here, as of about 5:45, there was 2 enrolments, and I can see it was actually under a different internet provider. I'm taking it, do you use, am I right saying that you use, can I ask what internet provider you use?
When you say internet provider, are you talking about things like Safari and Google Chrome, or are you talking about the Wi-Fi as in Sky Network? What are you talking about?
Wi-Fi, so who provides your Wi-Fi? Is it like Virgin or Sky?
I have 2 Wi-Fis. I have 3 and I have Sky.
Sky, right. What I'm going to do, just so I can have a proper look at this with you, Ian, I am going to have to go through some security, just first of all. I have just gone ahead and sent a text message to your mobile phone that we hold down on file. Now this will have a 4-digit code on it, so if it is to come through, please read that code out for myself.
You do realise that you are replicating the exact same thing the scammers are doing and sending through a code exactly the same, asking for that code just like a scammer would ask for the code. You do get that, dear. You do get that.
Yeah, I will be honest, it is a genuine bank process. But the one I've just sent you will be a 4-digit code alongside a message which will have a warning on it.
Yeah. Okay,
Please
hang on.
confirm that code if it's come through.
Hang on.
National insurance number of myself. See, as you were saying, you use Sky. I can see with this person who's trying to get into your mobile banking, they've used Virgin Media. So off the bat, it looks like someone in a completely different region, if I'm being honest. To answer your question about how this happened, have you filled out any links? I know you said you're very cautious about these types of things, but have you filled out any links in the past couple of months where it's asked for any of your personal details or your account details?
Well, as you can see by the screen, I use my card quite a lot. So, yes, I filled out various fields, but you'd have to be a little bit more specific.
So, say, have you had any messages come through where it's been asking for any of your bank details, like
No.
say like a redelivery
No,
parcel or like a lateral flow test?
no,
Like
so I
that?
don't get caught by those things anymore. I've been caught once on my NatWest account. I'll never get caught again.
That's fair. So, I mean, if I'm being honest, I can't specifically say how this exactly happened, the compromise. I will be honest with you about that. But I can say it definitely has been compromised since, you know, there was a lot of red flag looking at this.
Well, I know it's been compromised. That's why I'm phoning you up. Here's what I don't get, right? It's nice and simple. It's ever so simple as far as I'm concerned. We're in the world of technology, right? Technology, everything has a digital footprint. Dave just tried to get signed up to telephone banking on my NatWest account. You can see on your system that they've used Virgin Media. You can also see what their IP address is. So I don't understand why you can't pick up the bat phone, the hotline, phone up the police, where there's a specific department that types in that IP address and bang, they know exactly within 6 feet where that place is. They send a couple of bobbies in the car and off they go to arrest them. Why can't you do that? That's how easy we were all sold technology in the first place. When you banks wanted to take us all down this technology road, that's the kind of thing that you promised would be easily done. So why can't you do that? Nice and simple.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not exactly sure why. It's just not in the process that I do. So I don't really have an answer for you there.
Christ in a pair of underpants. Seriously, you're working in the fraud department and you don't have an answer for that question. As when you have your meetings, has nobody ever broached that question? Has nobody ever stuck their hand up and gone, let me ask this question?
I've never asked that question myself, if I'm being honest.
How?
But
How not?
if you do want me to provide an answer for you, I can speak to my supervisor. It may take a bit of time, say up to about 5 minutes. And I'll be able to come back with probably a reasonable answer on why we can't do that. But at this moment in time, I won't be able to give you that, but I can find out. Just like to.
Yeah, of course I'd like you to find out. I think this is a very, I think it's a very serious question. I can't believe. I mean, are you telling me? I know I'm sounding exasperated, and I'm not meaning to, because I can't exactly have the ump with you. I've got the ump with what's going on in the system. So are you saying to me, not only perhaps have you not asked that question, but in any meeting you've ever been in, has nobody ever asked that question?
Yeah, no, I've never asked that question myself. And yeah, I've, no, in the meetings that we have, I don't think that question's ever been asked. However, as I say, I will find out that for you. If I could just get through what I'm going to do about the situation first of all.
Yeah.
Now, since the account's been compromised and the mobile banking has been compromised, I'm going to have to remove that for you. So basically, get it refreshed. Just to confirm with you, your email is ian.lambert@me.com.
It is.
I'm going to send you an email over with if you'd like to, with like a re-enrollment guide on how you can get your mobile banking and your online banking set back up. I would also advise that you do contact the SafeAS. There's a bit of a
Yeah, hang on a minute. I'm not too sure what you're doing. Are you saying that you're closing my account, or you're blocking it in some way?
I'm going to remove the online banking. So basically, what that will do, it will completely remove your mobile and your online banking, and it will start it afresh where you can set it back up.
Well, so you mean my app, the NatWest app? I've got to redo that.
So you need to reset that back up. I am going to send you an email over with a guide on how to do that.
I don't understand why I need to do that. I didn't have the mobile banking. Was that wasn't already set up, was it?
So do you use mobile banking yourself?
I use the app. Is that classed as mobile banking?
That would be classed as mobile banking, yeah.
Right. So I use the app. So yes, I use mobile banking. So how can an application be made for mobile banking when I'm already using mobile banking?
No, so it doesn't have to be specifically mobile banking, it's online banking as a whole, so they could have done this on a PC. No, it doesn't specifically have to be on your mobile. So it's not such as it's your mobile banking specific online banking as a whole.
Right.
You know, when you go on your browser, that's classed as online banking. If you do it on the app, that's classed as mobile banking. So that will be completely removed across both sides, so mobile and online banking. You can reset that back up. When you get that email, I'd probably say after this call, I'll send you that email out. It'll come straight through with a guide on exactly what to do. Furthermore, as well, just getting onto that CIFAS thing.
Yeah.
It is an identity fraud database where they do obviously make a log of what's happened. They'll put checks in place to make sure there are security measures to reduce this type of thing happening again. As I say.
Yeah, what exactly? No. I mean, I'm not trying to be difficult here, but you're trying to get me to sign up to a third party, CIFAS, that's supposed to, that you're saying is going to fix the fraudulent problems, but I'm not understanding why you want me to join CIFAS. You're the fraud department, you're the NatWest Bank, the NatWest has a fraud department. Why do I need to join a third party? And how exactly can they fix it to make sure this doesn't happen again? Is it going to make my life more difficult?
So, as I say, its mission is to detect and prevent fraud by working with yourself. So basically put checks in place. If you type it in online, it's spelled Charlie India.
Yeah, I've got the site. I've found the site while I'm talking to you on the phone. But what I'd like you to do is give me an example. It's no good you saying to me, yeah, well, they'll fix it for you and they'll do this without telling me what this is. What exactly can they do to protect me from fraud that I'm not already doing?
So, on the site, if you
Yes.
give them a call, explain exactly what they'll do. Personally, I've never called them before, so I don't know exactly what the process is.
So
when
you're-
you sign up with them,
So you're asking me to join a third party site that's going to fix the fraud issues for me, but you actually have no idea what they do.
So basically, I'm going to fix the fraud. I'm going to fix the fraud for you. I'm going to get your account secured. I'm going to do it myself. However, just going down the line in the long term, just in case anything like this happens again. So what I'm saying with CIFAS, say anyone tries to take out, for example, a loan in your name, they will have security measures in place, which they come up with themselves, which will basically ensure that it will be yourself who's doing that and nobody else who's trying to do it in your name.
Yeah, but by doing what? I'm not understanding what it is that they would do. If somebody goes to apply for a loan in my name, what they're going to do is they're going to fill in an application form. So I don't see how CIFAS changes that. They're going to fill in an application form. They'll use my name, they'll use my address, and they'll obviously use their own bank account number to get the loan money paid into. Correct or incorrect?
Correct.
Right. So when they do that and they've taken out this loan for £2,000 in my name and then they've got the money in their bank account, I'm not bothered. Why would I be bothered about that? I'm not bothered about that because I just go to the loan company when they write to me and say, oh, you owe us money. I say, no, I don't, because I never took out any loan with you. And then under British law, that company won't be able to charge me because I didn't take the loan out.
Okay, but it will just prevent it from getting to that stage.
How? How does it prevent somebody filling in a form? How does it do that?
As I said before, I'm not exactly sure what their measures are, but if you do get in contact with them, I'm sure they would explain exactly what their process is. As I say, it's just something in the background, just to add to your own safety, and I can't sum up exactly what they do, which, if I'm being honest...
Yeah, I prefer you to be honest.
I would advise to do that.
I prefer you to be honest. I mean, I know that you're going to be thinking, oh, Jesus, we've got some difficult customer here, and I'm not meaning to be difficult, but you are the bank. I'm talking to you. You are the bank, and you are recommending I go and do something that you have no idea how it works. That's just, I can't have that. That's incredulous to me. There's no way I'm going to go and join something just because you tell me to join it and it's going to be better for me, but you have absolutely no idea how it works. Mate, what you need is some serious training. You need to be going to your supervisors and your bosses and you need to say to them, look, don't ask me to tell people to go and do something when I don't even understand what it is that I'm telling them to go and do. You need the training for that. You need to be able to tell me and customers like me what it is you want us to go and sign up for. I'm not going to go and sign up for CFAS without knowing what it is that they can do for me, because you're telling me that they're going to stop some fraudulent scam artist from being able to take out a loan in my name. And logically speaking, my brain is not having that from you, because logically speaking, my brain is saying to me, well, hang on a minute, the bent scammer starts filling in a form. How does CFAS stop that form from being filled in? They can't. They can't stop the form from being filled in and sent off. There might be something down the line, but they can't stop that from happening. So what you're saying to me is not actually factually correct, if you see what I mean.
Well, if you want me to, as I say, at this moment in time, I can't explain in terms of exactly what CFAS do, but as I say, I will speak to my supervisor, just furthermore on the point you made before.
Yeah.
On why we can't track exactly who's done this. As I say, I'll run that by them, see if we can get a proper detailed answer.
Yeah, I want to know why. I mean, I'll give you the phone number. Do you want the phone number? You got a pen?
Sorry, you want a phone number for who, sorry?
The scammer. Do you want a phone number for them?
Yeah, I can take that down, let me see.
Okay. I can also give you the link to the video where I've got their voice on video. You know, so
If I'm being
if you're a bank, again, you know, if I call the police, all I'm going to get from the police is, oh yeah, well, we haven't got the facilities, we haven't got the funds, we're all under budget. You phone the police, you've got contact details to get straight through to Scotland Yard, so you should be able to get hold of someone that can do voice recognition, maybe. But I'll give you their mobile number. You ready?
Yeah, no, you ready?
077
Yeah.
388
Yeah.
12775.
Thank you. Well,
And the reason I know that's their number is because I've had this going on for over a year now, maybe even close to 2 years. I've called you about it before. I've called the police about it before. And every time this scammer phones me up, same bloke, same voice, every time he phones me up, he gives me abuse. He didn't today, because I think he got caught short when I repeated his number back to him. He put the phone down rather lively. But he generally calls me up, tells me what he's going to do to me, my wife, calls me a white CUNT, calls me all sorts of names, tells me he's going to turn up at my house, and gives me a load of verbal abuse, which I've reported to the police, but obviously we get nowhere. But anyway, he phoned me up about a month ago, might have been 2 months ago, maybe a month ago, and he forgot. He forgot that he didn't withhold his number. And he knew that within seconds, within a split second of me answering the phone and going, "Hello, Ian speaking," and he went, "Hello, is that Mr. Lambert?" And I said, "Yeah, that is." And then he realised that he hadn't withheld his number, and down went the phone, and I saved his number. So that's how come I've got his number, and I recognise the voice. It's the same voice.
You've been able, like as I say, he's got to withheld that number that time, and then as soon as he's called you, you know, like you say, you've clocked onto that, you took a note of it down.
Yeah.
Is it? Do you know? You ever done it before again? Is you ever?
Yeah. I've got a couple of videos with his voice on, and if you wanna get access to it, so my YouTube channel is called The Great British Coin Hunt. And if you go onto YouTube and search The Great British Coin Hunt, you'll come to my channel. And then, if you look at my playlists, I've got a playlist for scam callers, or scammers, something like scam. And if you click on that playlist, you will get this one that just happened a little while ago, along with one or two others. And you can see it's the same bloke.
Is it always like the same tone of voice.
It's the same person. They are determined to get me. I've had 2 callers where it's the same person. This one with this bloke, and another one where it's a woman.
Is it always them impersonating the bank? Or
Yeah, it's always them, and they're always impersonating the NatWest. The pair of
Yeah,
them.
and can I ask what they're saying to you? Is it like, there's been some unusual activity on your accounts, you need to act fast, they try to rush you into things?
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we normally do, if I'm being honest, because I've had customers like yourself who have those type of impersonation calls, they are quite believable, to be honest, so not everyone can detect them, but what I always say to customers...
No, I got done a couple of years ago on my NatWest account. You'll have it there in the records, And actually, I make a mistake. I said it wrong. The bloke, he always calls and says he's the NatWest. The woman always calls and she says she tries to catch me on the Santander. When you get the supposed automated phone call from the Santander, and if you press 1, you go straight through to us, to the fraud department. And of course, you press 1, and it's them answering the phone. Hello, Mr. Lambert, and that kind of stuff. So, but this guy always says he's from the NatWest.
Right. Well, I've got a note of that number there, so I'll see what I can do with that. What I'm going to do, would it be happy for me to call through to my supervisor and say, I've not been able to clarify that site pass for you in the best way, if I'm being honest. I do want to get a bit more clarification for you on that, and just explain in detail exactly what it is. Would you be happy for me to call through to my supervisor?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let's,
Yeah. As I say,
And just so as we're clear and we're fully legal, I'm recording this phone call as well. I record everything when it comes to this kind of stuff, because I have so many people try and cause me so much trouble that that I have to do it for my own safety.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I completely don't have a problem with that. So, if you give me about 5 to 6 minutes just while I call through, you have to just hold the line, just my question that site pass for you. And on top of that as well, don't worry, I've not forgot about what we mentioned at the start of the call in terms of why that can't.
Yeah, that's cool. In fact, I'm just gonna run off for a quick wee. So I'm gonna leave the phone open, and then I'll be back in 2 minutes. So if you come back before me and say hello, Mr. Lambert or Ian, and I don't answer, don't put the phone down.
Yeah, so either way, I have got your mobile. If I'm right in saying, is that still ending? Well, I did send a code to it, but just double check. Is that still ending in 004?
Yes, it is. That's fine.
Yeah, perfect. And I've actually got a landline here as well, ending in 942.
Yeah, that's right as well. But I'm like I say, I'm not going to put the phone down. So don't go anywhere. It's just that I have a bit of an illness, and I can't hold on to the old urinary stuff as much as I'd like to, or used to.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough.
All right, you go and get your boss.
Yeah, I'll call through now.
Thank you. Hope you lot are all right. So for you then, Liam, it was lots of TV. Ooh. chilly out there. Cool. The banks need to sort this. Hello, Si. Yeah, they won't. I don't think. We've got all the credit coming, haven't we? You know, the what's going to be the digital currency, the CDB or CBD it is. They're gearing up for it. But it's not going to make anything safer because digital is digital, online is online. And if someone can get access to an online account, they can empty it. So it doesn't matter what you call it, it doesn't matter if you have a central bank, CBD, central bank digital currency, CBDC, that's what it's called, central bank digital currency. And if you've not heard much about that, I honestly advise anybody to have a little search of it and search for a few videos, TikToks, YouTubes, where you have people coming out, bank employees, big professionals and so on, coming out and going, this is bad stuff. Someone gets into your account, it doesn't matter how many credits you have, so we haven't got the pound anymore, we now have a credit system and it's all just called credits. Or it's all called CBDCs. You've got 200 CBDCs in your account. Doesn't matter what it is, somebody gets in there, they empty it. And then what we've also got to come is absolutely everything that you do, everything that you buy, everything that you sell. It'll all be online, it'll all be recorded. Everybody will know, the government will know exactly what you do with your money, where you go at any time of the day or night. Well, they know that anyway now. And once we go down that road, you won't be able to sell a pair of used trainers to your next door neighbour. That's how bad it will go. Because if there is no cash, how are you going to sell them to your next door neighbour? That old pair of trainers that are knackered and no good. What are you going to do with them? You sell them to someone? How do they pay you? Unless we go back to a bartering system, how does somebody pay you for any item you choose to mention? I just happen to mention a smelly old pair of second-hand trainers, but any item you want to mention, a pool cue, a snooker cue, whatever it might be, you sell it. How do you get paid in a quiet way when it's nobody's business? You can't. There will be none. Because you won't be accepting cash because the person won't have any cash. All they're going to have is their CBDC credits. So that's what they'll have to pay you with. They'll have to send it to you. Transaction recorded. So many people, when you ask them about this new digital currency, they think, oh, it's a great idea. Yeah, it's fantastic. I'll go everywhere, pay on my phone. Don't need to take cards with me. Fantastic. Just go boop, boop, and it's paid. Just have to walk around with my phone. Boop, that's it. No, it ain't. Terrible. What's coming is terrible. Supposing, not long ago, in Oxford, they divided the town up and you wasn't allowed out of your section of the town. You couldn't leave your section of the town to go into another section of the town. That was out of your area. And what they were planning, I don't know if they're still doing it, still looking at it, what they were planning was you can only go outside of your section of the town 100 times a year and all of that. Now in China, they've already got it because they've already started rolling out the credit system, and it's already there where if they don't want, we don't want Si going to Newcastle. We don't want him leaving his town. So,
Hello?
yes?
Hello? Just to let you know, Ian, I'm just going to online fraud team. Now, normally I'm associated with debit cards. Just been speaking with my supervisor. Now they have told me that if you want a bit more clarification on what CyPass is and why they can't do these kind of things, but can't investigate it. Are you happy for me to call through to online fraud? It is a different department of the fraud department.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be honest, I thought that's where I was going through to. You know, when I rung up and told the automated system that I was calling for fraud, I would have expected it to put me through to the fraud department.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest with yourself, a lot of the time I try and deal with issues like this myself. However, since you're looking for a bit more clarification on exactly what's happened, it's only fair that I get you through to this team who'll be able to go into the depths of the situation where I can't. So as I say, I apologise about that. I'm going to call through and explain the situation to them and what they want to know about the things we've been through today.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to check the queues now just to ensure it's not too crowded. Just bear with me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm looking here, it looks like there's one customer waiting in the queue, looking like a 1.5 minute wait time.
Okay.
So that's okay with yourself, I'll call through now and I'll just explain the situation. Okay.
And if I get cut off while I'm on hold, you'll make sure I'm called back.
Oh, well, I'll make sure you call back, and what I'll do before, if I'm going to put you through to this team, before I do that, I will let you know, just so you're going through to that team, and then you can have a conversation with them about the situation.
Okay?
Alright?
Yeah. Yeah, so as I was saying, so Si there, right? So let's say Si lives in Newcastle, for example. So if we don't want Si to leave Newcastle at all, not allowed to leave Newcastle, just a couple of presses of a button. And suddenly his phone won't go boop on a train ticket, a bus ticket, a taxi, nothing. Boop, won't work. They're already doing that in China. What if they think, I think Liam has bought too many donuts this month, and his sugar intake is a bit high. Boom, won't work. Going to a shop to buy a cake or a can of pop, boop, won't work. That's where we're going. What time does your office close? Your calling? Presumably they're open 24/7. I don't know, but this is a ridiculous process. You should be through to the right person. I know. I mean, I'm calling up because of fraud. I've got an email that gives me a phone number I click on it. Oh, contact us. If this wasn't you, contact us. So I'll click on the contact us. Takes me through to the website, whereby I've now got loads of numbers to choose from. So I've got to choose whichever one I think is the right one. It's a crap process. It's not designed to fix a problem. And I'm a firm believer, you're going to call me a conspiracy theorist and all that now, but I am totally a firm believer in when something is broken, and let's just put that there, much better. When something's broken and it ain't working like this, my theory is it's all done by design. It's not an accident. This isn't an accident. The fact that all of this doesn't work properly, it's not an accident. How can it be an accident? They've been going down this road for the last 30 years, 40 years. How can it be an accident? How can they not have manned fraud lines ready to go? Sitting there in an office, these are all bat phones. Bat phones, they are. Red bat phones. The minute somebody's got a fraud problem, boof, one of these phone calls are going to ring, and one of you lot are going to answer it, and you're going to be right on the case. Stop the fraudsters. How can that not be in 2023? How can that not be the case? It's because it's designed this way. When something is broken, it's by design. The health service is broken, that's by design. Somebody's earning a lot of money out of it. Whenever something is broken, I think when it goes on for too long and you get to the point where it's like, but this shouldn't be, then it's by design. And if it's by design, it's because somebody's earning money out of it. There's a phenomenal amount of money being earned out of the NHS at the moment with privatisations and one thing and another. So while it's broke and these people are earning money, they ain't going to fix it. The police service, broken because there's money being earned out of it. Politics, broken because there's money being earned out of it. No matter where you go, poverty. You think there's no money being earned out of poverty? There's a fortune being made out of poverty. The homeless, the people that are on the poverty, fortunes being made from that. Don't really believe in conspiracy theories. Well, they're only conspiracy theories until they're proved correct, aren't they? Once they're proven correct, they're no longer a theory. They are conspiracies. And there are a lot of conspiracies that are true. I mean, we can all sort of point a finger and go, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're talking out your bum. And there are a lot of conspiracy theories that is a bit wacky and a bit out there. You know? I mean, there are some that I find enjoyable just to read and listen about, like, for example, the flat earth theory, hollow earth theory, the matrix theory, all that kind of stuff is like, yeah, I like to listen, I like to watch, I like to understand what it is that these people are talking about and how they get to the answers they get to, but they are a bit wacky, aren't they? I mean, they're a bit out there. But, you know, there's no, for example, there's no conspiracy theory over how much money was earned and stolen from us over the COVID business. You know, what's that, Michelle Mone? How much she had out of it, the hundreds of millions of pounds that's spent on PPE, that's given to a company that's only just been set up. There was no company, they didn't do any business. Suddenly they've got £100 million contract. Somebody gets a £20 million backhander, and then all the PPE they buy has to go in the bin. Or if the newspapers are correct, I don't read many newspapers, but I did see a headline about a week ago or 2 weeks ago that said the PPE that was purchased that's crap and rubbish and no good is now being sent to the prisons, and the prisoners are being paid £5.60 a week or whatever it is to destroy it. It's no good to anybody. You know, that's no longer a conspiracy theory, is it? That's actually a conspiracy fact. And we know about it because it didn't just happen the once with somebody keeping quiet, it happened again and again and again and again and again to different people. A mate of Matt Hancock's, a friend of Michael Gove's, friend of Boris Johnson's, you know, it happened again and again and again and again. So it's not a conspiracy theory anymore. The masks weren't fit for purpose either. Yeah, exactly. See, so it's no. So what was a conspiracy theory, which at the time you would have people saying a similar thing to what you were saying a minute ago. Oh yeah, no, I don't buy into conspiracy theories. And so many people were like, yeah, no, that's rubbish. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. The times I've heard that from people, they wouldn't do that. Yeah, they would, and they do, and they have. I remember phoning eBay up, phoning the police up about PayPal and eBay once. This is about 20 years ago. And I said, what they've done is illegal in shutting the doors and cutting people's money. It's illegal. And they've done it to me over something. And I phoned the police up. And the woman on the other end of the phone, her words were, I'll never forget it, her words were, but they're a big company, they wouldn't do that. So I was being called a liar simply because, oh, they're a big company, they wouldn't do that. Trouble is, most of the big companies, big companies, I was going to say most of them break the law, but I think you'd be hard pressed to find a large company that didn't, somewhere along the line, break the law. I think it would be easier to try and find a company that didn't break the law than it would be to find companies that do break the law. Most big companies break the law at some point or another. The bigger they are, the more they get away with it. That's why we have the likes of Costa not paying tax, or paying their fair share of tax. The last time I phoned up the NatWest, I said, look, in order for that person to have got a text or something like that, they've got to have their phone registered on my account. What numbers have you got? So they went through the numbers and I went, that number there, it's not my number. I want that deleted. And I want an investigation. You've got a number of somebody that's fraudulent. You've actually got the phone number. So I want you to go and get them. And the bloke in the fraud department said, I've deleted it now, so you haven't got to worry about that, and it doesn't matter anyway. And I was like, what do you mean it don't matter anyway? It matters to me. It might not matter to you, but it bloody matters to me. It's all very well doing these videos and stuff, but it did half waste a lot of time. I've just got so much work to do. And I've had to stop. If you look at the video of the scammer, he puts the phone down within 2 minutes. I read his number back to him and he was gone. It's the same bloke that's been bothering me for the last couple of years, all through the fiasco that was. Do you know what I mean? Without mentioning any names and giving him too much credence, but you know, because of all that, it was part of all that. I caught that short live earlier, yeah. And you listen to that voice, and then listen to the other one that I did, Si, where the bloke was swearing at me and calling me a white this and all sorts of names.
Hello?
Same voice. Hello?
Hi, thanks for waiting for me there, thanks for your patience.
That's all right.
So I've just been speaking with Zach in the online fraud department. He's going to get this resolved today. I've let him know as well. And you're looking for clarification by the bank and not track this person. He has told me that he'll be able to give you a reasonable answer on that. So I'm happy for me to come through to him.
Yes, please.
I'd say, I'm sorry I've not been able to go into the detail here, but hopefully get that sorted and they'll be able to provide you the details.
That's all right, mate. The one thing you've been is completely and utterly helpful and honest. What winds me up more than anything is when people start giving me a load of old waffle. You've been honest, and I'd much rather somebody say, yeah, I don't understand or I don't know how to do this than give me a load of old waffle. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries. Take care, sir.
You too. Have a good New Year.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi there, through to Zach, the fraud relationship. Could you start by confirming your name from your please?
Ian Paul Lambert.
Right. Yes, fine. Thank you. We just turn go through some ID and okay, then we'll be able to discuss the account. I'm going to say
Yes, there's been fraudulent use of my account.
Right. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to get the account secured, okay? So that means a couple of things. We're gonna have to get you completely dropped from online banking, which means you will have to re-enroll by visiting that website after this call, okay?
Well, that's one of the things I've got a bit of a problem with. I totally understand about the online banking, etc. I don't understand why you've got to mess about with my app. They didn't try to get in my app. My app is secure. They can't get in my app. So why can't you leave my app alone?
Because the online banking consists of the online banking and the app. If they can access the online banking, it's easier. It's harder to get into your online banking than your app, because they can just re-register and re-enroll with that information. So we will have to get you completely dropped from online banking as a whole, which does include the app as well.
I see.
So it's kind of just into one bracket. It's not the app and the online banking, it's just online banking in general, which will have to be completely dropped. Obviously, keep your account secure. That's that. And
So I have to what? Delete the app and then reinstall the app.
I'm going to remove it from the app. You just have to re-register by visiting the NatWest website. It should just a re-enroll for the website as a new customer.
Okay.
I'll mark that activity that's been done today as fraudulent. I'll get that done for you as well.
So let's just go back a little bit there, Zach. If I go to the website to re-enroll for mobile banking, what do I do with regards to the app? Because the app is on my phone, not on a website.
Yep. So you should be able to re-enroll on the app as well. So once you obviously...
That's what I asked you. That's what I asked you a minute ago. Do I delete the app and then re-register, reinstall the app?
Yeah, delete the app as well. Yeah, delete the app as well.
So you want me to remove the app and then reinstall the app? Yes?
Yeah, that would help, as it will open up the new homepage, so you'd be as if you'd be logging into the app for the first time. Yeah, so that would be fine.
Right.
And then, bear with me a second.
Are you cancelling my card and reissuing a new one?
Yeah, I'm just going to get that done for you now. Could you confirm the first line of your address then for me, please?
286 Dorchester Road.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so your old cards have not been cancelled. New ones will arrive in 3 to 5 working days, fully active with the same PIN, okay?
Now, is that sensible? What's the
So
point?
it's going to be new cards with the same PIN. So that's with every customer. So we'll give you the same PIN, but it's going to be a completely new 16-digit card number.
Okay. I mean, on the basis that a fraudster has got any kind of access to my PIN, because that's why you're changing the PIN. So on the basis that a fraudster has got access to the PIN, does it make any difference whether or not you change the number? Because sooner or later, all that fraudster has to do is get hold of your new card number, and they've still got the original PIN. Doesn't make sense to me. Makes sense to me to change the PIN.
Right, and where would they get? So have they already got your PIN? Is that something you share with them over the phone?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I haven't given anybody my PIN, and I have no intention of giving anybody my PIN. You are saying to me that you're going to replace my card, you're going to change the card number, but you're not going to change the PIN. And I'm saying to you, well, that sounds like a bit of a false economy, a bit of a false way of doing it. It makes sense to change the number and change the PIN. Otherwise, it's not secure. It's not 100% secure.
Right, it would still be secure, sir, because we don't have access to your new debit card.
Well, if you're that cast iron about it not making any difference, then why are you changing the card number?
Right, sir, because that is protocol, which you do have to follow when there's been a breach in the online banking, but I'll double check for you to see if we can get you a new PIN as well. Just bear with me a couple of minutes.
Because it doesn't make sense what you're saying. Hopefully not long. So far, 1 hour, 11 minutes. And we've got absolutely nowhere. As yet. Imagine the old granny, your old granny, your granddad. Imagine somebody with special needs, learning difficulties, things like that. What hope have the vulnerable got? I mean, I'm pretty clued up, I think. But what if you ain't? This is the society we live in now. An hour and a quarter and I've not fixed the thing. It's mental. I want to go and have my dinner now. I struggle to find how it's sensible to change your card number and not change your PIN. I mean, these people have access one way or another. You know, they've only got to hack something that you pay in order to get your card number again. And they've already got the PIN because the bank hasn't changed it. It's like a game, isn't it? There was a time, I thought, when you could go to the hole in the wall and change your PIN. Maybe they've stopped it, or maybe I just haven't noticed. Hello? And considering I asked to be put through to someone who actually knows what they're doing, doesn't seem to be. This is not a good advert for the NatWest, is it? This is a terrible advert for the NatWest. Hello?
Thank you for apologies about the long wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so your new debit cards have been ordered. They should arrive in 3 to 5 working days, and then once your debit card has arrived, your new PIN will arrive 1 working day after that, okay? So there is a new PIN on its way as well.
That's cool.
And as I mentioned, your online banking will be dropped. And then your statements will be changed to paper in the meantime, if they haven't already. And then you can just change them once you're back up and running again, okay? So that's all done for you then.
Okay, so now perhaps you can answer the question I asked at the beginning of this call. So, somebody an hour and a half ago now, because I've been on the phone to the NatWest now for over an hour and a quarter. An hour and a half ago, somebody attempted to set up online banking with my bank account. You have that information on your screen. You also have the information of their IP address on your screen. So how come, I'm assuming in my head, you should be able to pick up the phone, you should have a back phone going through to the police that goes through direct to a department where you can talk to the copper, tell them the business, they take down the IP address. Within 10 minutes, you know exactly who they are. Within 15 minutes, you've got police officers on the door, knocking on their door. Why is that not happening?
Unfortunately, we don't have that information. We just have the Smart ID with a true IP, which just gives us a rough area of the location. We don't have the information to track down a specific phone or a specific address, sir.
Why not?
That's all we can do is report the activity as fraud, so when that account does flag up or that potential device is used again, they will just be flagged up, but we don't have anything in regards to specific addresses or specific phones. All we can do is secure the account and mark that device as fraudulent.
That's it. In this day and age, that's all you can do. So the technology being what it is, our bank accounts ain't secure.
No, I said they would be secure, but that's all we can do in regards to the fraudulent activity. We would mark it as fraud and it should put a marker against that specific device and specific IP address. But we're not able to locate anything further from there onwards. I can only apologize.
So even with the money that the NatWest has got to put into research and development and into programming, you have no facility, just so as I've got this correct, you have no facility to track somebody's IP address.
To the specific location, no sir, we do not.
And when you have a phone number, you have no facility to track them via the phone number.
No sir, we're not able to track people via phone numbers.
Amazing. That's incredulous and amazing.
I can only apologize sir that we're not up to we don't have that information or that sort of technology, but all I've done is, as I mentioned, secure the account as best as we can, which we have done, and then mark the device as fraudulent. That's all we can do in regards to these instances.
Okay, can you tell me how many telephone numbers are attached to my account?
Right, I've got a home phone, I've got a work phone, and I've got a mobile phone.
Okay, so I don't need you to read them out. I just need you to tell me how many different telephone numbers there are on my account. Is there 2 or is there 3?
For me, sir, it's showing 3.
You're showing 3. Okay, one of them ends. Okay, I think you better read those phone numbers out. One of them is 0130. One of them is a 01305 code. Is there one with that code or 2?
Yeah, there's one with that code.
Okay, ignore that one. Don't read that one out. Then you have another one that ends 004.
Yeah, that's the mobile phone number, yeah.
Okay, so what is the other number that you've got?
It begins with 02088 and it's on the work phone.
Read the number out, please.
02088 072222.
0208807222.
Yeah,
Okay, that is fraud. That is fraudulent. That is not none of my numbers. That number should not be attached to my account.
right. Bear with me a second, yeah.
So I will also want to know that you're going to trace it. Sorry?
So I'm not able to trace it, but if that number's been added on fraudulently, I'm going to get you through to the account takeover team, okay?
Another team.
As there's been a fraudulent number added on, sir, yeah? I need to get you through to account takeover.
Okay.
Pass you down now then, thank you.
Welcome to the fraud team. All our agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Center, which can be found by visiting our website. We apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as soon as possible.
Hi, Debbie.
Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date. agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible.
How can they expect people to put up with this?
Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Center, which can be found by visiting our website.
See, I think all they do is send you around in circles. Follow this link to help keep your account safe. Go to this to help keep your account safe. What we need to do is tell you how to keep your account safe. And they're blah, 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 not actually telling you anything. Blah, blah,
We
blah, blah.
apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as
No
soon
one
as
knows
possible.
anything. The people in the
Please
fraud
make sure
department
your
don't
contact
understand fraud.
details, including your email address, are up to date.
In one day, you could fix half these problems. In one day.
All our agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer
But it's
your
not.
call as soon as possible.
I could fix this in a day. Go in there, tell them exactly what they need to do. Go and get the computer programmers, line them up. Where's the fraud people? Line them up. Ask the questions.
Thank you for continuing to
Know
hold.
the answers.
For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Center, which can be found by visiting our website. We apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as soon as possible. Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date.
2 seconds.
All our agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Center, which can be found by visiting our website. We apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as soon as possible. Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date. All our agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Centre, which can be found by visiting our website. We apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as soon as possible. Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date. All our agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Centre, which can be found by visiting our website. We apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as soon as possible. Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date. All our agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue
Happy
to
Christmas.
hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Centre, which can be found by visiting our website.
One hour, 32 minutes. And the only thing they've done is ordered me a new card.
We apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors
And change
will
my
be with
PIN
you
number
as
at my
soon as
request.
possible. Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date.
Don't want to smoke on the camera because it's kiddies and all
All
that.
our agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible.
I should get ready for calls like this, shouldn't I, if I'm going to do a video? Get a book, just read a book.
Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security
honestly don't get
Centre,
it.
which can be found by visiting our website.
In this day and age, I don't get it. How there's not these departments set up. I know I keep calling it a bat phone, but you know, a hotline, an emergency phone, some description. Call comes in,
We apologise
a bit
for
like
the
the
delay
ambulance
in
service. You
answering
dial
your call.
999,
One
tell them
of
what the
our
problem is.
advisors will be
Boom,
with
you want
you
the
as
police?
soon as
Straight through the
possible.
police, straight through
Please
to
make
the
sure your
ambulance, straight
contact
through to fire
details,
service.
including your email address,
This should
are
all be
up
the
to
same.
date. All our agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible.
And if I hadn't had the foresight or the thought of going, you know, how many phone numbers have you got attached to my account? That wouldn't have even been picked up. It's an interesting thing to do every now and again. Is phone up your
Thank
bank
you for continuing
and
to
say,
hold.
how many
For information
phone
on
numbers
how
are
to
attached
keep
to
your
my
account
account?
and personal details safe,
Just in
please
case.
visit the Security Centre, which can be found by visiting our website. We apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as soon as possible. Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date.
Funny that, that's exactly what we're doing.
All our agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible.
I have work to do. Nothing more.
Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Centre, which can be found by visiting our website. We apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as soon as possible. Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date. All our agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Centre, which can be found by visiting our website. We apologize for the delay in answering your call.
My belly's
One of
rumbling.
our advisors will be with you as soon as possible.
I'm hungry.
Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date.
Sorry? I know.
All our agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible.
Seems I have to wait for this one in order to get that phone number removed from my account. So I'm stuck. Hey? Fraud department, they can't go home.
Thank you for continuing
True.
to hold. For
True.
information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Center, which can be found by visiting our website. We apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as soon as possible. Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date. All our agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible.
Diabetic would have passed out by now.
Thank you for
Okay.
continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Center, which can be found by visiting our website. We apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as soon as possible. Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date.
No one needs to rip us off anyway. They can join in for free. Just go to ians.tv. If you've not joined in for free, join in for free. With some really cool coin giveaways. Might as well get a bit of
All our
advertising in
agents
while
are
we're
busy
waiting.
helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible.
I actually don't even want to hang on anymore. I want to put the phone down. But this number is attached to my account. And that ain't my number.
Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Center, which can be found by visiting our website.
O2O's London, I think. Maybe not.
We apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as soon as possible. Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date.
Hey? What do I do? Put the phone down and then ring them up
Our
again?
agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to
Fucking
hold,
nightmares.
and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Center, which can be found by visiting our website. We apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as soon as possible. Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date. All our agents are busy helping other customers. Please continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Center, which can be found by visiting our website.
Well, I actually want to keep this going for as long as
We
it takes.
apologize for the delay in answering your call. One of our advisors will be with you as soon as possible. Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date.
I can't because it means I got my dinner's late, my wife's dinner's late. So I'm going to have to ring them up again tomorrow or Friday, go through this whole process again. So we'll do another video then and find out how long it actually takes adding all this up together in order
Continue to hold, and we will answer your call as soon as
to
possible.
try and keep your account safe. I think the faster I move away from the NatWest, the better. I don't think any bank is any better though. I think they're all the same. But
Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on how to keep your account and personal details safe, please visit the Security Center, which can be found by visiting our website.
hang on for it's 108 minutes. And I physically can't spend any more time doing this. It's now 7:45 at night.
We apologize for the delay
108
in answering
minutes.
your call.
An hour and
One of
48
our
minutes.
advisors will be with you as soon as possible. Please make sure your contact details, including your email address, are up to date.
And I was on the phone to them within a minute of the scam being attempted. actually so frightening. Frightening as in
All our agents are busy helping other customers. Please
where we
continue
all are,
to
the
hold,
position we're all
and we
in
will
this
answer
society,
your call as soon as
the way things are
possible.
run. I'm going to call it a day there. Call it a day there. Try again tomorrow or Friday.
Thank you for continuing to hold. For information on
This isn't really for anybody. I don't know why I'm waving. It's not really for anybody. It's just more for me and more for evidence than anything else.